Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn another join creation operator, that is fork join. So what is this fork join? So we have learned combine latest, concat, and what is this fork join? So fork join is also straightforward only, so it's nothing complex in this one. Fork join accepts an array of observable input or a dictionary object. So something like object of observables. So it will take an array of observables or an object of observables and returns an observable that emits either an array or values on the same exact array. Whatever the input you are providing, either it is an array or an object, it will emit in the same fashion, in the same shape as the parsed dictionary. So they are trying to say. So fork join, here you will be having arguments. Arguments is nothing but the list of all the arguments, observables. Now what does this fork join will do? So fork join wait for all observables to complete. So whatever the observables you have provided as an input, it will wait for all those observables to complete and then combine the last values. So it will combine the last values they emitted, complete immediately if an so they emitted and complete immediately if an empty array is passed. So that means let's say that you have a 3 observables, you have passed it as an array or a object. So first source observable is emitting A, B, C, D, E, and the second observable is emitting F, G, H, I, J, and the third observable is emitting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you pass these all observables through the fork join, what this fork join will do is it will wait all these observables until it's completed. All the 3 has to complete, and when all the 3 has been completed, it will take the last values E, J and 4. So combine them as an array or an object. So in which fashion you have provided as an input, it will give you output in the same fashion E, J, 4. So it will take the last values until it is until all the observables is completed. You need to understand that it will wait until all the observables is completed, then it will take all the values ej4 and it will emit as an output. Now here also you will be having some doubts or any limitations, or not limitations, exceptions, that fork join will wait for all passed observables to emit and complete, then only it will emit as an array or an object. If you pass an array of n observables, so that means if you are passing an array of n observables, it is having n observables in that array, means the resulting array will also have the n values, where the first value is the last one emitted by the first observable. So normally it will be having like that in the same order. If you pass a dictionary of observables, something like object means, so you will be having the same object. That means fork join will not emit more than once. So you need to understand that fork join will emit only once and then it will complete. If you need to emit combined values, you need to use the combined latest. That is another one. So if in order for the resulting array to have the same length as the number of input, whenever any of the given observer completes without emitting a value, fork join will complete at that moment. So for example, if any of this observable is never completed, or if it is if it doesn't emit any value and then it's completed, means fork join will not emit the value they are trying to say. So if any given observable errors at some point, means fork join will also throw an error. So if any one of the observable has encountered an error, means fork join will also encounter the error. Observer fork join accepts it. This one is a secondary thing. So this is about the fork join. Okay, this is the main concept of the fork join. Let's try to see it in the practical implementation. So now what I will try to do is, so let me close this one all, and here I will create a component fork join operator. Now let's go to the operators.html, and here I will add fork join, and this is a fork join. Now let's go to this fork join is completed, and let's go to the app routing module, and here I will be adding fork join. Sorry, yeah, here I will add it, and here I will add fork join, and here also fork join operator component. Let's go to the implementation of this fork join, and here what I will try to do is, so let's say that we have a source observable, same thing, source 1, and here we add of, so this one will emit 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one we are having source 2, so this emits A, comma b. Let's think. Okay, so I am giving only 2 values. So now let me pass through the fork join. Fork join also should be imported from the RxJS, not from RxJS operators, and we need to pass something like source $1, source $1 and the source $2. Okay, so these are the two, and let's subscribe to this one, and here is the data. So I will do the console.log of data. Okay, so fork join. Now let's try to see the output. Now what could be the output, expected output? So it will wait for all the 2 observables to complete, source 1 and source 2 complete. When these both observables are completed, then it will pick the last value. Then it will pick the last value from the each observable, and it will give the last value as an array in the same order. Now if you try to see the output here, let's go to the operators and the fork join, and you will get the 4 comma b as an array. Why we are getting 4 comma b? So that is the last value, and also in the same order it is giving you. For example, if you give this one as an object, so let's say that I have an object, so source 1 is the key, and I am sending this one as a source $1. In the same scenario, source 2 I am having, and I am sending it as a source $2. Okay, so I am sending this one as an object. Now if you try to see, it will give you the same fashion, it as an object. Source 1 is having 4 and source 2 is having b. So fork join will give you the same, in the same manner, this output also. Now for example, we will convert this one into a custom observable. So I have an observable, so it is an observer. So we will pass one value, and another one we will pass 2 value. Okay, now it is never completed. So now I am not completing this one. Now what will happen? The output will never, we will never get an output here. Why? Because it will wait for both of these observables to complete, then only it can pick the last value from the both the observables. So this is the reason. So now you need to have like this. Now here, if I have observer dot complete, for example, without emitting any value, it has been completed, then what could be the output here? Then also it will not display any value. Why? Because it needs to have at least one value from each observable. Last value, it will have at least one value should be there from each observable. Now what I can say is, so for example, these are all the scenarios, couple of scenarios how you will be getting. Now let's assume that we have an error, we got an error, observer dot error. Now what could be the output here? It will throw an error immediately. If you try to see here, it will, fork join will throw an error immediately. Why? Because at least one observer will at least one of the observer has thrown error, means fork join will completely throw an error. So it will not give you the output out of the remaining observables. It will throw an error. If at least one observer has thrown error, means it will throw an error. So this is about the fork join. So now we have learned about the fork join. So what is the thing? So here combine latest. It will take the latest value from each observable whenever any of the observable has been emitted. So if one of the observable is emitted, means it will take the latest value from all the observables. Concat means, so one after the other. If one observable is completed, then it will print the values from the second observable until it is completed. So one after the. Fork join means it will wait until all the observables complete, then only it will pick the last values from the each observable as an array. So this is about the fork join operator. Hope you understood about this fork join operator. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video, and if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.